The atmosphere was more like a playoff game than the third game of the season Tuesday night, when East Lyme hosted an overtime shootout with rival Waterford.
You get Waterford and East Lyme together, and it's usually a pretty good rivalry.
I knew coming in they were a good team. I didn't know they were that good.
I don't ever remember a Waterford-East Lyme game being in the 80s, let alone the 90s. So I think we gave everybody their money's worth tonight.
The Vikings wasted no time in unveiling their fast-paced offense, with Angel Ortiz going behind the back to Dan Majchrzak.
Well, we live and die by the way we go up and down the court.
We're not real big. I think 6'3" is our biggest kid, so we are athletic, and we try and take that to our advantage.
Majchrzak, who led all scorers with 33, showed a flair for the dramatic throughout the game, heaving up a three-pointer from a few steps behind the arc, and then hitting Ortiz with a three-quarter court pass to go ahead by 10 in the first.
Ice gives me a heart attack on a regular basis, yes. You got to take the good and the bad with him, and Danny is just very courageous, and I don't want to do anything to take that away from him, and in situations like this, he has a lot of rope.
Majchrzak and his teammates may have taken too much of that rope, as sloppy play late in the first let Waterford back in the game.
We're trying to work on putting teams away and just taking care of the ball a little bit more. I probably said that 1,000 times tonight, but sometimes we make it hard on ourselves.
A three by Pat Rogers halfway through the second gave the Lancers their first lead at 29-28. Rogers torched the East Lyme defense for 20 first-half points on the way to 29 in the game. It seemed like the only way the Vikings could stop him was to commit fouls. But Tim Salvatore's steal on the inbound, setting up Ortiz for the lay-in, gave East Lyme a 2-point lead going into the half. Majchrzak's fourth three-pointer of the night stretched the lead for East Lyme back to 8. But late in the third, Devontae Valentine picks off a pass and goes in for 2 of his 21 points to cut the lead back to 1. The fourth quarter saw lead changes on three-pointers by East Lyme's Jon Nazarko and Waterford's Trevor Morallo, before Jacob Grills came to the line with East Lyme trailing by 1 with 46.4 remaining, hitting both free throws to take back the lead. After Waterford's Nolan Long hit 1 of 2 to tie the game at 85, East Lyme had a chance to hold the ball for the final shot.
We drew it up. We call this thing triangle, and so we like to waste time with it.
We held the ball, and we wanted the last shot.
I just waited till about 10 seconds, took it to the lane.
Yeah, Danny drew the D, and we thought we could have got something better, but
I thought I got fouled, but they're not going to call it that late in the game.
Didn't work out. Overtime did.
Ortiz, who finished with 22, scored 6 points in overtime, including a scoop in the lane that gave East Lyme the lead for good. The 97-93 final sets up an interesting rematch when the teams meet up next month in Waterford.
It's huge, man. No, I don't like to be anybody better than Waterford.
I know they're coming. We're going to their place next. Can't wait for that one.